Carisha.
Give me a second.
Okay, that's cool. Girl.
I don't respect nobody. They don't deserve. And I'm proud to say,
You be on plenty of fish.
don't be a
Huh?
crybaby. A crybaby.
You be on plenty of.
No, they crybaby.
No, it's not plenty of fish. I'm on tagged.
Oh, that sounds like plenty of fish to me.
Huh?
That sounds like some plenty of fish means.
Oh.
Them is crazy.
Nope. These are men I actively spoke to, and not through text message, through live, face-to-face vocal call.
Oh, I know. I don't hear other people's stories.
Mm-hmm.
How they think.
That part. But go ahead.
They really one about the relationship when it comes to these men long. They can't even barely be in a relationship with one woman, more than three.
That part. They could barely reciprocate their emotions and the mental capacity and spiritual capacity to even fulfill one woman. And you looking to have 5 of them? 3, 4, 5? 2 of them even?
And then when it comes to the roommates and disrespect, I always be the one that get disrespected.
Okay, tell us a story. And you can say this person, remember no names. So with that story though, can you turn your volume down a little bit? With that story though, I want you to find the ways in which you allowed or somehow in your actions have permitted this person to be disrespectful towards you. And if in no way or your actions did you ever even slightly entertain that was okay, then keep expressing. Okay? All right, let's hear it. We are silent.
Oh, I let them know. I'm more of I can show you better than I can tell you.
Well, what I want, the reason why I want you to express the experience is to give people more of an objective idea on ways they can be disrespected. Because remember, you have people out here who never heard of boundaries in their life and don't know when somebody is disrespecting them. Okay? That's the point of expressing what kind of situation it was. Okay?
Let's see, whose story I'm gonna tell you. This one will consider worse.
Oh, am I too loud? I'll mute.
Okay. No, I'm supposed to keep trying to call. You can hear me? My phone is ringing. Let's see that. You can hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, my phone just rang. I just want to make sure it's working. Let's see. I can start off with. Start off with the stepson. He was staying here, and like I explained to everybody that was grown, I would say all of them. Everybody that was grown. One person was here. She had came to help me because I had got sick. So she had said she was gonna come in, be my caregiver, and the other person was staying here too. So I explained to them that since they got their own food stamps and their own, food stamps, they had to buy their own food. We just gonna go out with the nail. One person, she felt like if her daughter or her mama asks for her food stamps, she's supposed to give it to them instead of spending it on the household she stay in. The other person felt like I just supposed to take care of them, period. Everything they got was for other people. Like when I say other people, mean like whoever you want to give it to. And when I told them they couldn't eat when I cooked, they thought I was wrong. But you took your card and you gave it to other people, or you go spend it on whatever you want. You go to the store, go buy your snacks, and then as soon as I cook, you looking for eat my food. I kept telling them over and over, you grown, you're supposed to take care of yourself. You don't supposed to be in people's household and they're supposed to take care of you. So they had to learn the hard way. Everything. Oh, yeah, like.
So we have a basic case of in these situations of entitlement, not just disrespect, being self-entitled. Okay, that's what we call that.
But if something happened to a person and they need a caregiver at the time, and you saying you come in their house to be their caregiver, from my understanding, you supposed to be their caregiver, not them being your caregiver. Not that you part. Telling me when I just got
and also
to go in there and eat.
Right, and not only that, you also just basically lied to me just to come be in my space and basically use me.
Exactly, that's how I feel.
So, liars, manipulators, and gaslighters. That's gaslighting for people to think you're wrong when they don't do anything for you. That's gaslighting.
Yeah, listen, I was the wrong person in the wrong situation.
Yeah, right. That's gaslighting. Making you feel like the feelings and actions that were dealt to you weren't valid. It's like, no, they're valid. They're valid. To you, they aren't. Unless I did it to you, then it'd be the other way around, huh? If you was in my shoes, you would definitely feel some type of way. So don't even act like you not. I really dislike how some people, when you be like, put yourself in my shoes, and they're like, I'd be okay. It's like, would you really? Especially be them people where that little just these same people where just the littlest thing irked them. It's like, I know you wouldn't withstand as much as I did. Because only the little smidgen of stuff get you worked up. Okay. Yeah. It's like... So China said, I'm going through the same thing, but I've chosen not to be the IHC provider and the communication altogether because he is crazy. He is mentally and emotionally unstable. Okay? And expecting the most but giving absolutely zilch. Okay? This goes for vice versa. There are women who don't want to give zilch to a relationship but expect the man to give her everything she wants. No, it doesn't work that way. Self-entitlement is disrespect and self-disrespect. Okay? These is morals, principles, standards, right? Integrity. This is the actions you take is what builds the society. The actions you take is what builds the society. The actions you take builds the society. The actions you don't take builds the society. Okay? And that I had to keep repeating that because this is being recorded. People need to understand. Ignorance is not bliss. If you constantly complaining about the world you exist in, ignorance is not bliss. If you're constantly complaining about the world that you exist in, when you had the power and the opportunity to make a change, you turn a blind eye, or you let your brother walk alone in his own stride, your own sister walk alone in their own stride, when there is, let's say, about 1 billion of the world's population works for the government. So what does that tell you? If we all came together, we could overthrow everything. I bet it's not even 1 billion, y'all. I bet it's not even 1 billion. I bet it's even less than that. There was more of us than them. So we have an assignment, okay? Sovereignty. Look up what sovereignty is. What is the state of sovereignty in a societal structure? What is the state of sovereignty within oneself? Okay, that'll be homework. And we're gonna, when we set our next meet, we'll be into that. And the ladies that miss, remember, you gotta watch all of the videos and get up on the homework, and we will see you next time. And we're gonna, China said, it's like he wants me to be his girlfriend in order to be his IHCU provider. Okay, yes. Why can't I just work for you without being in a relationship? Why can't you respect that I do not want to be with you any further than just talking? See, there's another thing I also had to learn. People trying to keep people who don't want to be kept, and then got the audacity to be mad at the world or mad at a whole gender of people. How does that work? Why are you blaming someone for your how are you gonna blame the world for your actions, especially when that person blatantly kept telling you, no, I do not want nothing more with you. No, I do not want nothing more with you, and actually stood on that. They didn't manipulate you by having sex after not saying it. They didn't do this, that, and the third. You can't blame the world, right? And then you got those people who actually did that, say they don't want to be with you, and then they did it. I was in 2 relationships like that. But we talking about the people who not like that. And them people decide they want to be mad at the world. He says he's a man who needs, and he doesn't have a lot of time. How am I wrong for loving myself more? I mean, yes, you're on your deathbed. I care for you. But why does it have to be sex? Why can't I just care for you? Why does it have to be all these things? What happened to getting to know me? What happened to this? You're only thinking about yourself. Is that how you want to be remembered when you die? As someone who was just selfish and greedy and entitled? Right? See, people don't think like that. You gotta hit them with the split. Just boom. Sometimes you gotta be willing to drop that anchor on their head. And this is another thing. It is not ghosting somebody if you have time and time again blatantly express your disdain with their actions towards you. It is not ghosting if you have blatantly, consistently expressed their actions towards you. Okay? Do not be manipulated in believing that you may have ghosted somebody if you were someone who actually communicated and they chose not to listen. And not only that, they should not be the victims. But yet some of them are. Right? Then the person, he's gonna say, he don't think I'm the person he thought I was. It's like, who do you think I am? An easy lay? Like, really? Answer the question. We do not like men who deter from questions about their intentions with us. We do not mess with men who do not express their intentions with us. And vice versa. And most importantly, your actions must speak louder than your words. Because you could say you don't want sex, but make sexual advances. That means I need to cut you off. Right? So we not doing that no more listening. If you don't want to listen, then I can't listen to you either. So, yeah. People over here being victims about something they ain't even given. How? Confusion. They say be the change I wish to see, but that don't mean I'm gonna put up with your bullshit forever. I may be treating you how I want you to treat me, but if you ain't gonna learn to treat me the way that I'm treating you, then I ain't got time for it. And I'm not gonna sit here and overthink on it either. Because I know my worth. And I know that I shouldn't be treated like some fling. If I already communicated I wanted something deeper, and you gonna look past that just because you want to get your dick wet, just because you want to get your vagina stuck, like, and then got the nerve to be the victim when we stop talking to you. No, it was your fault because you didn't keep your word. shoot, most of the people, once they get their hit, they don't actually come back at the end of the day. And we left with, man, I slept with them all. And that's the importance of knowing people's intentions with you. Oh, it's too early for that conversation. No, it ain't. No, it's not too early for that conversation. Because I need to know what has attracted you to me besides my looks. Especially if you heard me speak. I also, when I speak, I'm looking for a reciprocation of words that says you actually understand me, not facts. Yeah, I know. I heard you. I know that's right. I need something deeper. I need something that goes, you know what, you right. Actually, this, that. You gotta be able to build in conversation. Unless it's a yeah, I know right moment. Like something bad happened. You don't want to put too much energy into that. You don't want that person to stay angry, so you be like, yeah, I know that sucks, that's right. And then you skip topic conversation. Those are the kind of things you, yeah, I know, all right. Facts. And sometimes, like, literally all you could say is facts, because, like, it really go deep. You may not be able to reciprocate words right then and there, but you get it. And then you got those people that yeah you. And if someone gets on the phone in the middle of a serious conversation y'all having, red flag. Unless they say, hold that thought. I'm not gonna, like, people need to accept that they can't multitask. Hold that thought. I really need to answer this. Come back to it. Don't, in the middle of fucking conversation, go, whoop. And I gotta think about, did this motherfucker hear me? Excuse my language. But did he? You see what I'm saying? You wasting more energy now. Because if they didn't, you gotta repeat yourself. It's like, just tell me you ain't ready for this conversation. Admit it. I'm not ready. A lot of people got too much pride to admit when they not ready for something, or that whatever goes on within their head. If you just accept where you are right now and do with what you can do for where you are right now, how are you going to believe in yourself any further than you do now? How are you going to believe in yourself any further than you do now? If you can't even accept where you are and find ways for where you are, build around it. So you're not crash coursing with people too much while you're rising. But you still might have to crash course because dark comes out to light. Some people you've been messing around, all of a sudden they start switching up after a certain amount of time. I'm like, shit, I gotta cut you off too. Or I need to put you at a distance if you're not necessarily too bad to be around. Right? So it's a lot of decision making that is necessary. People are getting away with too much these days. The dignity, the loyalty, the morality, the principalities, the integrity, the self-respect, the respect of others is going out the window. And we thinking it's okay. See, there ain't nothing wrong. Okay, I'll read it in a second. There is nothing wrong with our past sex music. We was not degrading the men that we slept with. They like, oh, today's music is worse than the past. People don't get why it's worse than the past. They thinking it's because of the way she's saying sexual words. No. She's talking about destroying a man and in his integrity and his dignity of himself. Tearing down his confidence. That's what makes this music, sexual music, worse than the old. Because all we did was just talk about it. We didn't talk about, oh, we're going to have sex with him and then we're going to destroy his emotions and we're going to destroy his mental stability. In other words. We didn't talk about, well, some of us did, but we didn't always talk about cheating, taking somebody else's man. Yeah, you want a good relationship, but expect that karma not to come back to you.